So you hate him so much, you get his name tattooed on you. Make it make sense. Someone, please.
Hate to sound like a town crier, but do you guys know what's happening on Twitter right now? Do you guys know that there's this new thing called Bluesky?
Okay, she's 100% correct. There is a mass exodus of people leaving Twitter right now, but she does not go on to explain why, which is the most important part. But yes, a bunch of people are leaving Twitter right now, and the main place that they're going is this place called Bluesky. Subtle plug. I'm already hitting the meme game pretty strong, as you can see. I'm a memer. You should know this about me already. I'm extremely excited to revive my Tumblr peak here now. And also, of course, some people are going over to Threads, which I don't mean to brag, but in the last week, I've been pretty much on fire over there too. But the reason giant celebrities and huge news publications in bulk are all boycotting Twitter isn't just because of the general distaste for Ilanya right now, but it's because they are changing their terms of service, and it means a lot of things, and it's really important for you to hear this. The first change is that absolutely everything you share on there will now be fair game and fed to his AI bot for training and usage however he sees fit. The second is this weird subclause to cipher money out of people using tweets and Twitter for research, which is obviously done a lot because it's very useful. It says that if you access more than a certain number of posts, usually someone who's doing a bulk amount of research on there, you will be liable for $15,000. And the main reason that's causing most of the large celebrities and news publications to leave is that if you have any disputes or any problems with the app at all, you now are only allowed to bring it up in one single court in Texas, in which there is a judge that owns a ton of Tesla stock. So it's going to be maybe not the most unbiased court.
Yeah, those are allegations and you might want to be careful when stating something like that. Let's go back for a second at those certain numbers of tweets that if you access will get you a fine of $15,000. That certain number was 1 million tweets in 24 hours. And that number, 1 million tweets, was just in front of you. Why didn't you read it? Why did you use the term a certain number of tweets when the number was just in front of you? Second, the mass exodus you're talking about is 15,000 people since the 5th up until today. Yeah, sure, 15,000 people leaving a platform in 2 weeks is a big number, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be okay. And last, your bigger problem is if you have an issue with Twitter, you're gonna have to go to Texas and solve that problem. But in the meanwhile, you're on TikTok. You don't seem to have a problem with the part that any issue you're gonna have with TikTok, you're gonna have to go to China to solve that issue.
Hi everyone. I have loved connecting with all of you on Twitter and then on X for all of these years. But it's time for me to leave the platform. I once believed that it was a place for honest debate and discussion, transparency and free speech. But I now feel it does not serve that purpose.
Don Lemon said, I'm leaving X. There's no good discussions to be had here.
Yeah, it's boo-hoo.
In addition, starting this Friday, November 15th, X is implementing new terms of service, which among other things states that, quote, all disputes be brought exclusively in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas or state courts located in Tarrant County, Texas.
You don't like criticism. You don't like criticism. If you want to get into this game, okay, you want to get into the online game, the online game's different. And in the online game, you get judged by who you actually are, dude.
Now, as the Washington Post recently reported on X's decision to change the terms, this, quote, ensures that such lawsuits will be heard in courthouses that are a hub for conservatives, which experts say could make it easier for X to shield itself from litigation and punish critics.
Shut up.
No,
you're on your own.
And
if people think you're stupid, you're going to hear it.
You can find me on YouTube at The Don Lemon Show, or on TikTok and Facebook at Don Lemon, and on Instagram and Bluesky at Don Lemon Official.
Oh, he's also on TikTok and he doesn't seem to have a problem with going to China to solve an issue.
I've seen people say brilliant people. I've seen people say Elon Musk is stupid. I have seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You're going to get
ridiculous.
it no matter what. You're going to get it. Everyone's going to get it. But if everybody's saying you're stupid, maybe you might be stupid.
Oh no, well, what are you gonna do? Let's check on the Bluesky for a second. Why would they all flee to Bluesky and not any other platform? Oh well, look at this lunatic getting banned. There are only 2 genders. Well, that will get you a content warning. So Bluesky, yeah, it kind of makes sense. But I did realize I haven't mentioned how they made the platform worse since they all fled X and joined Bluesky. So let me read this for everyone just listening. In the past 24 hours, we have received more than 42,000 reports, an all-time high live for one day. We're receiving about 3,000 reports per hour. Put that in context, in all of 2023, we received 360,000 reports. Yep, well, I mean, you have a report button, you might just as well use it, right?
So Bluesky made it super easy to block all MAGA supporters. All of them, every single one. Okay, so you click on this list. I know it's scary. It looks like it's fake. It lists every single person with like Donald Trump or like MAGA or I don't care about your feelings, and it lines them up. And then you hit the subscribe button and you just click block. It blocks every single account. Every single one, and you don't have to go through all of them individually.
Well, yeah, they don't care about your feelings. Well, what's that all about? They had it coming. But now, in all seriousness, this is the real reason they're fleeing X, because now they're no longer being able to do this.
The entire world would be better off if these people were permanently removed from these platforms. Like, there is no downside and only upside to see people like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Tim Pool never be allowed to publicly broadcast their opinions ever again.
I remember Germany doing stuff like this back in the day.
Have you seen all those videos of Democrats being like, statistically, people on the left are more educated, more college educated than people on the right? Because I have a few things to say about that. Number one, having some liberal arts degree from a liberal or left-leaning college does not make you smarter than anyone else. Being educated on paper does not make you smarter than anyone else. Besides all that, I love how the left and their whole, oh my gosh, education is a privilege. It's such a privilege to be able to afford education. It's such a privilege to be able to get a leg up in life. Privilege, privilege, privilege. Like, it's systemic issues and they're so nuanced. That kind of stuff only applies when they're talking about Black people in cities. And it goes out the window when we're talking about poor rural white people. Guess what? The uneducated tradesmen and farmers of the country need to be represented too. And being uneducated doesn't mean that you don't know who you should vote for in order to better your situation and the situations of the people around you. All you're saying by making this claim is that Democrats are more privileged and rich than Republicans, which goes against your whole shtick.
Get away!
Don't touch
police!
me! Don't touch
Yeah,
me!
call the police.
Police!
Police!
Get off! It's not yours, certainly you're way too old to be here. Get off my campus.
Let go of my sign.
I have a right to be here.
You have no right to attack us.
Sure.
And tell them what I did. What I do, huh?
And so she's talking to the phone right
Yeah,
now.
what I do?
You attacked us.
She attacked
I
us.
attacked y'all. Really?
You
You got
attacked
on
us.
camera, so go ahead and
Yeah,
show
look, that's an assault.
Go show the police.
Calm down.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Here's the police sign. Hi, sir. Here I am. I didn't really do nothing.
Where she ripped the banner off the pole there. She spray painted several signs, destroyed them. She got some spray paint on my hand. Several other people.
Show the hand.
Yeah.
Mr. John, I also got hit too. Looks like she got my suit.
Well, we didn't over. She got my hand.
It's on your hand. I came over here. How you guys doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Okay, I'm Officer Byfield. You guys have been reported right now. So tell me what happened. What do you guys want to do?
To be restituted for the property damage, mostly.
Okay.
So.
By her?
Yeah.
I thought she'll do that, but I lax. All right, she said she's not going to pay for the sign. You guys could take it to court, civil court, if you choose to. You don't have the right to spray paint. And I told her that. I said, you don't have the right to do that. That is wrong. Right?
Well, thank you for coming out and
no problem.
responding.
No problem.
Appreciate
Any questions?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Okay, two things. First, why is she naked? Was it for her to say that they tried something? She didn't even cover up when the cops showed up, walking towards the cops naked like it's cool. See my tatas, take my side. Well, that didn't work. Now, if I was her, I would be more mad about the fact that it didn't work. Also, maybe I would consider breast implant. And second, what the hell happened with just walking by and minding your own business? Yes, there are gonna be things in life you're not gonna like, but the entire world doesn't owe you a favor. But then again, this happened in a college campus. We all knew as soon as they've put them in a safe space so they can cry about the fact that not everyone is gonna think the same way, this is gonna be the result. I'm sure you've seen this already, but just in case you didn't, I'm gonna read what Georgetown University came up with to help their students go through the stressful times that came after the Orange Men won. This is a day in a 20 years old from Georgetown University. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tea, cocoa and self-care. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Lego station. 12 to 1 healthy treats and healthy habits. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. coloring and mindfulness exercises. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. milk and cookies. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Legos and coloring. And 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. snacks and self-guided meditation. Yeah, they gave 20 years old a bunch of cookies, milk and coloring books. Yeah, these are the leaders of tomorrow. 20, 30, 40 years from now, they're gonna be in charge of everything. They're gonna be in charge of militaries. One of them will be the leader of the free world, and he's gonna go in the Oval Office with milk and cookies and coloring books because some president from another country said no.